The escalation of conflict in the Middle East is creating shockwaves across the world, and for South Korea's defense industry, which we've so often referred to as K-defense, we're seeing exports tested in action and further room for more orders from abroad. In a particularly bright spotlight right now is the Cheongung-II surface-to-air missile developed by LIG Nex-1 and manufactured with the cooperation of Hanwha-Aerospace in addition to Hanwha-Systems, which makes its multi-function radar. And while it was first deployed by the Air Force here in South Korea in 2020, it started moving to the Middle East after deals with the UAE and Iraq in 2021. Capable of intercepting ballistic missiles at altitudes of around 20 kilometers, it's now for the first time been used in actual combat, as the UAE was targeted by Iran soon after the US and Israel attacked Iran with a decapitation strike against its leadership. And this is when we saw the UAE's defense network in action, with the Chongong-II used alongside systems from the US and Israel. We understand from officials that together they intercepted more than 90% of well over 100 missiles that Iran fired at the UAE, with the Chongong-II performing as advertised and on par with other advanced interceptor systems. So far, the UAE has 2 Chongong-II batteries deployed, with orders in place for another 8. Saudi Arabia and Iraq have also ordered a total of 10 batteries each, and more orders could be on the way, given the limited supply of foreign counterparts. With the depletion of anti-missiles due to the volume of Iran's launches, the Cheongung-II system is seen as a highly price-competitive and rapidly deliverable option. You only had to look at the local stock market when it reopened after the long holiday weekend to see the role that the Cheongung-II could play in the Middle East. LIG Nex-1's shares jumped close to 30% Tuesday, given the possibility of multi-billion-dollar sales on the near horizon, even as local stocks overall suffered with the instability created by the ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, we just learned this week that Hanwha-Aerospace recorded sales of over 8.1 trillion won in the ground defense sector last year, with over 57% of that made up of exports to the likes of Australia, Egypt and Poland. Hanwha-Systems also saw sales of more than 2.4 trillion won in the defense sector last year, with Poland, Saudi Arabia and the UAE among its export clients. And we also found out Tuesday that South Korea successfully localized 9 key components of its Hanwha self-propelled anti-aircraft guided missile system. Close to 42 billion won's been invested in this project since 2021, with perfect target testing completed in live-fire drills from 2024 to last year. And defense officials here expect this to generate K-defense sales of 163 billion won and further buoy the country's standing in the global defense market. Hanwha is attractive because it can be deployed to counter low-altitude threats such as loitering munitions, and seem to have gained favor in the modern battlefield.